I don't know. I'm so grateful that I never felt that way because I wouldn't have enjoyed my life the way that I do.
Ladies and gentlemen, Carrie-Anne Moss is here. I'm very excited. Of course, people know you from the Matrix trilogy. I know you from that, but I was a fan of a movie that most people I don't think would be a fan of. I loved Red Planet.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because Red Planet also came out with another Mars movie called, I think it was Life on Mars or something like that. Mission to Mars.
Yeah.
And it was just that summer where the Mars movies were out. But I went and bought the DVD. It's one of my favorite obscure movies that people don't usually reference. So
I mean, I can't remember even what it is. I need to watch that again. Maybe I don't know.
What did I do? What was my character?
Yeah, who am I?
Who am I in that movie? But you're here for another great project for Jessica Jones, another obscure Marvel property that's now blowing up all over the place.
It's pretty exciting. Yeah, Marvel and Netflix have the show Jessica Jones that I'm in with Kristen Ritter. She's the lead. She plays Jessica Jones. She's amazing.
Right.
It's our showrunner is this woman named Melissa Rosenberg. She did the Twilight series, and she's written this just stellar show. The content is really high, and it's not like your stereotypical kind of superhero at all. She's the total anti-hero, hero, Jessica Jones. And
she was a hero, now the anti-hero.
Yeah, she doesn't want to do it anymore. She doesn't feel very good at it. She's dealing with PTSD. And it's a very, gritty, dark, human kind of story that's pretty intense.
There's a lot of real subjects in there with mental and physical abuse, alcoholism, and trying to struggle working like a street level in Manhattan when it's the time where all these other superheroes are going around flaunting their powers and aliens and all this other stuff going within the Marvel universe, and she has some powers, but she's just like, I don't want these anymore. I just want to live, forget about everything, live my life, and just
she's in so much pain that she would rather drink herself to bed. She has to drink herself to bed every night, and then she'd rather walk away, run away, than have to face what she has to face. But she can't, because within her is that superhero. Within her is that person that can't not do something about the injustice of what's happening.
And also, I think it said in the first episode, booze costs money. So she has to work, otherwise she wouldn't be working that job
either. Only Kristen Ritter could deliver that line like that. She's just epic with her dramatic acting, but also her comedy. She makes me laugh so much in the show.
I got to see a few episodes that Netflix gave us in advance, but can you tell me about your character and where it's going? Because from what I've seen so far, your character hasn't really hit the stride yet as far as what's going to be happening.
Yeah, so I play a lawyer. I play, Jessica Jones. I hire her to do my dirty work. And she doesn't want to work for me, and I don't want her working for me, but we need each other. So that's the basis of how I am introduced to the show. And I end up, helping her with something very important with this young woman that needs my help. And then that just escalates. I wouldn't want to change this, tell anybody anything that I can't, because Marvel will kill me. But yeah, people on Friday can stay up all night long and see it.
I got to tell you how difficult it is to do an interview for Netflix-style shows where they put everything out at once. Because with other shows, other movies and projects, you can at least talk a bit more about what's going on leading up to the release of the movie or the television show. But since everything's coming out at once, there's a lot of things you can't talk about because it's spoiling right off the bat. It's not something that later on that you can kind of stretch a little bit and people don't put that connection together. That you might be hitting on something that they're going to find out later. Now it's like, can I ask this? Can I ask this? Can I ask this? No.
It's kind of freeing for me because, that's my least favorite thing is explaining what happens. Right. Like you want to experience it. I don't even remember everything that happens. Like I'm going to watch it fresh too, it was months ago. I wasn't in every scene. It's like, it's kind of fun that's part of the publicizing something that I don't love, like, what's your show about? It's like, could you watch it?
Making sure I get the pronunciation of the character's name right. Is it Jaren?
Well, yes, but I go by Jerry.
Okay.
Yeah, I go by Jerry.
So I'm trying to tiptoe without giving anything away, but from what you see in the first episode,
yes,
involving your character, interesting dynamic that it's the brutal corporate style personality, but very male qualities as far as your personal relationships.
Yes.
And the way it's portrayed too, as they show you the dynamic of eye contact and just body language, you're like, this could be, this is what a guy would do.
Right. And when they pitched it to me, they mentioned that. That's how they told me about that part of the storyline. Her relationships are very, we kind of see that in a stereotypical way with men. The older man sort of, going for the hot girl, hot young woman. So yeah, my character doesn't have a lot of integrity in her relationships.
Right.
She's
but that's a
she's
business that your character is in.
Yeah. She's not really worrying too much about anybody else but herself.
Did you read the comics?
I did. I mean, my character's not in there, but I did for tone and for I have to say reading comics are kind of not my thing. I can't quite get it. It's not really. So I looked at everything and loved it, but it wasn't really what I
was expecting.
Well, I need script. I need the story told that way for me.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Because definitely with the comics, there's definitely things that are in the comics that had to be changed for the television show, as far as even character names, character design, addition of characters that weren't in the comic books there. But that's great that you went back and you looked at it.
Yeah, they gave it to all of us, the whole this big book.
Yeah.
And that was kind of like a welcome gift.
Were you amazed that as far as because the comic book is not your typical comic. It's definitely not for
X-rated.
kids.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
brutal.
I didn't even know that existed, to be honest. I'm so not in that comic book world to even know that existed.
What was your impression when you seeing that? Because some people have a predetermined concept of a comic book. So when you go to read that story,
I was like, wow, this is filled with so much rich story and I believe that they've taken actual, pieces completely out of it and put them in there. I mean, it's, and I think they've done a great job of creating that world.
And obviously you're happy with your character.
I love
and the direction you're going.
Yeah.
Like I said, I only saw a couple episodes, but I'm really curious because I'm sensing something's there, but they, from what I've seen, haven't seen your full development of your character.
Right.
But I feel something's coming.
The great thing about like this kind of thing, it all kind of comes out. You know what I mean? In that 13 episodes or whatever. But it's definitely, Christian Ritter and her character, that journey. There's all these supporting characters, but.
So through your career, is it safe to say that most fans recognize you as Trinity from The Matrix?
Yeah.
Are you prepared that this is going to change everything with Jessica Jones? Because this is a sleeper hit. Even diehard Marvel fans were like, I don't know Jessica Jones. David Tennant even said, he's a big Marvel fan. He's like, I didn't know Jessica Jones.
He's so good in this.
And he was amazing. I saw him yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But you're going through all of this and they're like, I don't know Jessica Jones. They read the story and like, oh my God, this is great. And now everybody's been so pumped and excited for this.
I know, it's exciting. It's exciting.
And it integrates too, because your character, I think, was announced it's going to be part of Iron Fist when that comes out.
Yeah, I mean, there's just so much possibility. I'm just really feeling so excited to be part of it.
You're part of Marvel. You're part of Disney. You're part of everything.
It's great.
As long as they keep writing everything intertwined, you've got this character for as long as you want to do it.
There you go.
Always working.
That's what you want.
The show is out today on Netflix. Download everything. Stream everything that you possibly can. Binge this weekend. You're going to enjoy it. But don't complain when season 2 is, because it's going to take a while. So you got Jessica Jones, and then of course Daredevil 2 is coming out a few months after that for everything that mixes together here with Marvel. Carrie-Anne Moss on Twitter. I see that you're pretty active with that, which is great because some people just use it for promotion, but you interact with people and fans love when celebrities get a chance to do that. So if I know you're a Matrix fan, but you're going to be a Jessica Jones fan, you should definitely check out Carrie in the show here. And there's so many things I want to talk about, but I can't. So I'm going to have to wait for the next time around and then go, what happened in this episode and going on with this? And see, this is the problem. It's like you become too enthralled with the show, but it's not out yet. You can't talk about it.
Right.
Thank you so much for your time, Carrie. I do appreciate it. Jessica Jones, again, on Netflix. Stream it, binge it this weekend. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.